Welcome back, my friends. The Coliseum welcomes you. Yes, we are back after a couple Nihilists. I was kind of feeling a change of pace, so back in Standard 1 with a little Splice of Azor. Maybe that's what I should have called it, a Splice of Azor. I like that. Splicey Azor. Maybe that's better. Anywho, we've all seen Mind Splice Apparatus popping up everywhere. It's a very powerful card. I've got an Izzet and an Azorius list in Explorer to try with this card too, because it's just that fun. 4 mana flash artifact means you can play it anytime, you can play an instant. Beginning of your upkeep, put an oil counter on it. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less for each oil counter. So the idea is we play it, and it's essentially our blue mana ramp. And at that point, how do we win? Well, White Sun's Twilight's the most logical source, because of course not only does it gain life, creates mites, just wipes the rest of the board. It's the all-in-wonder for this deck. Originally, I only had 2 and 2 depopulates, but there were just so many times where I found myself wanting White Sun's Twilight instead. So what we're going to do is I up the number of Farewell and then up to White Sun's Twilight to 4 in hopes that, well, we see it when we want to see it and we can blow it up. Without Apparatus, it's a little trickier because, of course, this does cost 7 mana to get the full power of it. But normally it's not an issue. Now, as far as our early game goes, Syncopate's amazing with Mind Splice. I've got Fateful Absence as a full 4 of, and March of Otherworldly Light. March of Otherworldly Light can take care of darn near anything that's not a Planeswalker. That's kind of why it's here. It can be cheaper if need be, but it's really just here for those early game picking off mono red threats. And then the late game when Mind Splice gets going, we can take care of anything. It may work, it may not. It may be better off as what did I originally have in here? Oh, I'm sorry. I can see the picture. Oh, I can't remember the card name. Target, permanent. Thank you. Soul Partition. Duh. I had Soul Partition in there. I actually had a 2-2 split. I had Fateful Absence, 2 March, and 2 Soul, but I ended up going March because of Mono Red's prevalence. And that's the big reason why I have a full set of Union of the Third Path, which this card's pretty fabulous against aggro. It's essentially a time walk, because you're usually going to be gaining 6 to 8 life, negating their attack, drawing you a new card, and then you just keep things flowing. So, as far as the draw engine goes, we got Union of the Third Path and then Silver Scrutiny. Silver Scrutiny is just, you cast it when you can cast it, and then when you're ready, you cast it for a ton with Mind Splice. Excuse me, very powerful card. I do have a Lone Witness the Future. I go back and forth on this card. I like it. I don't know how relevant the card shuffling them back in, but it is itself another Impulse-esque card, so that alone makes it worth it. And when you get Mind Splice going, a single blue to find a new card and bring back some of your goodies is worth it. Now, we do have the combo here of Mind Splice and our Experimental Augury. This is essentially a slightly smaller Impulse, but it allows you to proliferate. You look at the top 3, put 1 into your hand, the other 2 on the bottom. Ramps up. It's essentially not only free with Mind Splice, because you're paying 1, but you're getting that counter back. It not only is it free, but it actually reduces your next cost by enough that it actually can make it worth it. So you can pop that right up to 2 and then start doing other things for cheap too. So I think it's pretty worth it. You could do Impulse or one of the other cards if you wanted, but I just think the synergies here are worth the extra card. I could be wrong, so keep that in mind. That's pretty much the main deck. It's very simple. We try to stall long enough to either wipe the board or put a ton of Phyrexian Mites on the battlefield, and then hopefully win. The mana base is exactly what you expect. Every blue-white source we can think of. I did Rafine's Tower over Tranquil Cove because I thought the cycling might be better in the long run than the life gain. That could be wrong. I do have a Lone Blast Zone. And not only is it great with proliferate shenanigans, but it's a good way to just kind of catch up on board parity. And against mono red, a lot of times it can be a board wipe, since most lists these days are running nothing but 1-drops. I have a Lone Mirex. Not only is it good for colored mana, but as the game drags on, it can itself, in and of itself, be a win condition. So that makes it worth it, at least as a one-of. Now, as far as the sideboard goes, I threw this together very quickly. We may play sideboard games, we may not, because honestly, it's hard to say. This one was, I was pulling out my favorite cards I want to play. You know, we got Negate, we got Disdainful Stroke, we got Depopulate. I went with Denic because not only is it good against aggro, but it's good against Reanimator. Knockout Blow for my anti-red, although I don't expect... See, that's just it. I've got 4 Knockout Blows, which is clearly too many. I don't know how much mono red would seem best of 3 anyways, then a Hullbreaker Horror for an alternate win con. This needs to be redone. This is just the starter, so we may only do best of 1 with this one. In fact, that's probably what we will do. So, yeah, let's go ahead. So, anywho, my friends, if this is your first time at the Coliseum, feel free to like and subscribe. Come back. We're updating all the time. And, you know, just check back in. You never know what you might find. Also, assuming we don't get pummeled into the ground, I will take a look at the statistics afterwards and see how things looked and talk about what worked and what didn't. So if that's your jam, stick around to the end. Otherwise, my friends, let's get to the games. Let's give it a shot. We've got stuff to do. We got time to do it. We can experimental augury for our third land, hopefully. Otherwise, alright. Might have to do this end of turn. But we'll see. See what opponent's up to. Going for it. That's fine. Do we want an untapped land? We do. Get these unions of the third path going. Yep, gain 2 life. Okay, that's good. So now we got union of the third path. Looks like we got again Esper list potentially. It could just be mono black, but we'll see how it goes. Scoured Barons. Interesting. Yep. This is very interesting. I don't know what to expect here, so we're just going to go Union of the third path, draw a card. Oof. There we go. And pass the turn. Alright, we're going to try to get this Mind's Place apparatus going. I don't know if the blue indicates a counterspell. I guess we're about to find out what he's up to. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Well, hopefully there's not something waiting. There's not. Fabulous. Okay. At this point, we're just going to pass. Just continue unioning until, you know, we find something better to do with our mana. Yep. Ow, ow. What you got for me, homie? Rite of Oblivion. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of that. Can't have any of that stuff in our new world. Let's draw some cards. I was debating just going for it, but I kind of want to wait. We'll see what he's got here. We might just have to wipe the board next turn. Yep, down to 25. Don't want to see another Rite of Oblivion, that's for sure. The Eternal Wanderer. That's fine.
For the entire multiverse. Keep your eyes sharp.
Okay, we need to hit something here. Farewell is decent. Witness the future. Planeswalkers are problematic. Let me,
on any longer.
I imagine the Twilight's probably not going to go over as well because of the fact that my opponent's playing black-white, so he probably has a sweeper at the ready, but we'll find out here in a second. Yep. Need to find a Silver Scrutiny. So there's 4 mana open. Let's do 7. Buys us time. 2 mana farewell, that's pretty cool. The Wandering Emperor, you got it.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Sounds good to me, homie. Ah, sweeper coming.
Remember your training.
Otherwise, why wouldn't you just make a token? Because you're gonna sweep the board! Oof, brutal. Temporary lockdown's an interesting one. Got him. Can't even move it.
Keep watch for intruders.
We didn't sack the temporary lockdown? Okay. That sucks, but that's life. We'll just pass. Needed to hit a silver scrutiny or some form of card advantage by now, but unfortunately.
To me.
Good news is we got time. Our opponent's not doing anything. Meh. Let's do the time warp again. He's like, another temporary lockdown. No! Oh, we already used the Witness the Future, didn't we? Yeah, so we got to be a little more careful. Okay. Pass turn. Yep.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Silver Scrutiny, where you at, homie? Soren the Mirthless. Yep. Man, Planeswalkers are rough. Maybe we should do something. Well, we have 4 Fateful Absence. We just gotta find them. See if he reveals it. He's at 29, so I can't imagine why he wouldn't. Oof. That's no bueno. Boop. Peace. So what we need to do is we need to get a situation where we can... Yep. Alright, well, that works. Let's say we need to get in a situation where we can... Spirited Companion, sure. Blow up the board and hold up counter spells. This could be a long one, people. Slog. Liliana of the Veil. Oof. God. Stupid Planeswalker control. He says, I'm bad against Planeswalker, and the show and the matchmaker goes, "Dah, we better give him all the Planeswalker lists."
What you know about the Raven Man.
The Raven Man. This one's not looking good, but you know what? Who knows? We need a Silver Scrutiny. That's all it comes down to. We basically need to draw a bunch of cards. That's it.
Guards, to me.
Gods to me. Oh boy.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Agreed. Five, 6, 7. So what we basically need to do is make that cost 7. 2, 4, 5. We gotta wait one more turn. Because we... See, here's the thing. If he just goes right into the temporary lockdown, we're okay. If he doesn't... I say we risk it. He might just windmill slam the temporary lockdown. And then we can march it with its comes into playability on the stack. Let's do it. Patience would win this game, I imagine. But I am not a patient person. Maybe I've been playing too much aggro lately. Come on, play the lockdown first. If he uses the Lily, this plan is okay. we go. Ah, he got me. I've been clowned. Oh, gross. Yeah, this one's over. I'll probably go scoop. We'll see what our next card is. Well, no, if it's a silver scrutiny, we're okay. But we don't want this Liliana ultimating. I mean, I'm at 44.
Show them how we greet our
Yep. That's great. Where were you? No, I'm just kidding.
keep watch for intruders.
You wish to know.
Well, can we still win through silver scrutiny?
The reign of flesh is over.
Ah, yeah, I should have just... He gave me the opportunity to counter it, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was thinking about how we were going to win, so we're just going to move on. Oof. Ooh, we will try it. I don't like lowlanders. We got the March. If we get the Union, we'll be fine. So if we draw that third land... Oh, no! Why? Why must you punish me? Not going to find that land, am I? Nope. We stuck at 2 lands forever. You watch. Let's see what he's got. See if it's the card disadvantage pile or if it's something else. Yeah, sure. Just one. Alright, no fast effects. That's nice. That ain't. Well, this has been swimming. Yep. The good news is, if we ever hit a third land, we're in pretty darn good shape. Blazing Crescendo. Yep. Can't do anything about that. Don't worry about that guy. Oh boy, well, we'll see if he goes for it or if he goes for something else. We'll go for it. Down to 13. Come on, land. I know you're in here. There's a ton of you. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, no faces, Kakazan. You got it. Nothing I can do about that. Mono basis Kakazan. Okay, I got a experimental augury for a friggin' land here. This turn. Oh, there she blows. I was debating an experimental augury just to ramp that up, but then I'm going to take more damage that way, so we'll see. Yep, here we go. Are you kidding me? Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, well, I think this is the definition of punished. Yep. Ow. Is there anything off the top? There is not. Okay, well, let's throw him a GG and move on with our lives. Ugh. That was garbage. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Planes into... Oh, no. Not the matchup we're looking for here. This Unity of the Third Pass could do nothing. Oof, we might just be way too slow of a hand for this matchup, but we'll see how quick he gets off. Pops off too quick, it's over. Yeah, we might just be dead here before we even get the ball rolling. Man, it's going to be an 0-3 kind of day, ain't it? So we can either augury or syncopate here, depending on what my opponent does, and then do whichever on the opposite. But then it doesn't matter. Oof, stinger. I need something here. There's the apparatus, but that's not going to help us now, is it? There's the white swings tile. That's not going to help us either. Maybe that's why I had to populate in here. I was hoping for a removal spell here, but... Oh, this one's over. Dang, we're just getting clowned today, people. That's okay. Maybe it's a sign I should stick to aggro. Alright. Okay, that's a keeper. Sure. Hopefully we can survive. I mean, I'm finally on the play. Maybe that'll make a difference. Otherwise, we are just the 0-3. We lose this one, and this video is over. I usually do 3 strikes, but man, I'm gonna try to give the deck another chance. Just try. Soldiers, eh? Soldier boy. No, I'm not gonna play Silver Scrutiny for 0. Appreciate it, but no. Sure. Let's just get rid of that dude right now. Alright. Well, I mean, that's what we want to see, so let's see what he's got here. Sure. So he's got the ability to draw the card, but he also might, he might go for, whatchamajigger. Well, you know, whatchamajigger. Nope, he didn't. He's just drawing the card. So what I'm going to do is, just to be safe, I'm just going to flash this out right now. He may bite us, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of these lists running anything from Protect the Negotiators to, Make Disappear to, I even saw one that ran the Gate. Disdainful Stroke. The option's there. Not the Mirex. Yes, please. Wait. Thanks, homie. What's he got for us? Okay. I don't need to do anything here. We're just gonna wait. He's got flash in his dude into turn. Yep. Fine with me, homie. We could have gone for the 3-point Silver Scrutiny and tried to draw the land to keep up Fateful Absence, but I kind of want to make sure I don't get got. We can just do that end of turn. Yep. Okay, no response. That's nice. No land. That's not nice. There's one. Yeah, pass. He's got nothing going on, so I'm not too worried here. Okay. See what he does. If he just attacks for 2, we'll just say okay. Ow. Yeah. See what he says about this. I mean, he's got the... Jeez, are you serious? Apparently you are. I need to draw a land here, ideally. I mean, we could just go White Sun's Twilight or Farewell. But I really want to draw a land. He's not doing anything for a reason, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say Farewell. Not a bad deal. Yep. He's got no fast effects here, so we're in okay shape. We're just kind of waiting to see what goes on with his... What you looking at? He's looking at something. Syncopate's probably not gonna do us any justice. Sure. Here we go. Boop. Gobble it up. I'm trying to figure out what is in his hand, you know? Lands? That would suck. So I can do X3. Hey, hey. No. Okay. Fair enough. Now I gotta start all over. Am I walking into a counter spell? Possibly. Quite possibly. This is the weirdest soldiers matchup I've ever had. Demolition field? James Harbin. Yeah, sure. Veteran, sure. Response? Oh, he's got responses already. Response? I'm tapped out. It doesn't cost anything less because the counters were removed if you're looking at my mind's place. Apparatus. He's good with that. Just Grizzly Bear beats now. Blast. Do I want to do anything? Do I want to pull any triggers? Nah, I'm not really too scared of a 2-2 with removal spells in hand, so see if he goes for the card draw, if he's got something else. Next turn, we can definitely go for it. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Oh, the fiend. Let's go grab a plains. Yes, please. I'm just going to go ahead and draw 3 cards here. I said 3 cards here. Boop. He's got 5 open. I kind of want to wait till we get to the point where I'm trying to think of what he could have to stop my White Sun's Twilight. Because what I'm going to do is I want to get to the point where we can cast the Twilight and then another Valiant Veteran. Sure. And then protect it with double Syncopate. Down to 13. Let's find out. Ooh, Union of the Third Path is a good one. Yeah, at that point I'm just gonna wait. Soldier Boy. Sorry, I look weird because I'm petting the dog. Sure, that seems reasonable. He wants me to pet him. Anything else? No? Cool. I'll take that life back. Alright, now seems like a good time to pull that trigger. What do you guys think? Seems reasonable. We're going to see the make disappear, perhaps, but I got 4 open. Oh, here we go. He's got something. Oh, sure. Oh, he's got to protect the negotiators. Ooh, that would work. Oh, no, he's just going to draw a card? I mean, that's fine, but... yeah, he's got to protect. Or something. Ooh, sorry, homie. Here we go. Poison time, baby. Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. The one thing you were able to do is give me an actual win. The deck thanks you for such things. Oh, what is it, Dubs? Dub-dub-dub-dee. Okay, we'll play the Dark Our Ways. We're gonna pass the turn. Could have drawn a million cards with Silver Scrutiny, but I just don't think it matters right now. Yeah. Hey, we got to win, people. You can't be upset about that. Well, despite my sincerest efforts, we got clobbered. I mean, that first round against Orzhov Planeswalker control was going to be a bad matchup because, of course, Planeswalkers kind of skirt our game plan since all we have is Fateful Absence to deal with them. So that's where the sideboard would have come in, but, you know, since I didn't have time to refine the sideboard, I just threw cards in there I liked. I don't want to promote it as anything useful. It definitely needs to be refined. I'd cut 1 negate, 1 to 2 knockout blows, and probably find some more to go from there. But, you know, it was fun to play. Mind's Place Apparatus is a pretty powerful card, especially alongside everything else the deck is doing. But, man, if you run out of steam and you don't find Silver Scrutiny, you die. You die quickly. I think this one's probably best for best of 3, in all honesty. I mean, we got clobbered in best of 1, but man, it's crazy. Even the decks like mono red, I thought we were okay against with all of our life gain. It's like if you see the wrong cards, you're just dead. So maybe I need to drop 1 Farewell, 1 White Tones Twilight for either temporary lockdown or depopulate to be able to keep things under control long enough to live. I like temporary lockdown over depopulate because just how low the curves are these days. That might be a plan. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, so 1 White Sun's Twilight, 1 Farewell, 2 temporary lockdowns. It doesn't mesh with the apparatus, but it's the only card that doesn't. So, anywho, if this is your jam, this is a decent start. I almost might try, maybe I'll try a Jeskai version. That's probably funner. But anywho, my friends, thank you for sticking around. If you are still here, you are the true MVPs. Check back. Never know what you might find.